Welcome to Entertainment, a channel with a clickbait name. In today's video we will see 10 more animals that reached their breaking point where they were not going to take more abuse from predators, so they fought back and miraculously they won. I am sure that the next day they died when they were caught by another animal, but this day they were winners and they can feel good about achieving something important. So we all have to learn something from this. Just because you are successful one day does not mean that tomorrow you will not fall flat on your face. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Also turn on those notifications. And please let me know in the comments if you have been able to take revenge on a bully, whether by succeeding in life or otherwise. Here we have a snake who found a rabbit's nest and was about to start enjoying her baby bunny meal when the mom arrives. The mother enters with everything, taking her children away from the snake, and then begins to bite her. And here she even uses her as a treadmill, kicking it just like Bruce Lee. Good thing that the snake was a non-venomous snake because it did manage to bite the rabbit, but it caused no damage. Then here the rabbit pulls off a wrestling move by pulling the snake off the high rope. This rabbit shows the tremendous love a mother has. Now let's see other babies who were in danger.
The chick is grabbed by his neck feathers, but the down just falls away, prepared to stand their ground. The chick towers to full height, protecting those behind. The feistiest penguin in the world. He fearlessly puts himself between the chicks and the petrel.
This time we have some emperor penguins that were being attacked by a petrel bird. Although these penguins look small, they are 1 meter tall, and that tells you that this petrel bird is also very large. In this case, the mother does not come to save them, but another type of penguin does, called an Adelie. This penguin is smaller than the baby penguins, but even so it is very feisty, and the petrel bird does not think about attacking it. But you saw how this little penguin stood in front and defended his friends? How cute is that? So we all think that otters are cute little creatures, but there's a species called the giant otter, and this thing can do incredible things.
Fight. They're in extreme danger now.
As we could see, a Cayman was coming close to this family of giant otters and was trying to get some of the baby otters. So all the adults teamed up and took the Cayman down. They started by trying to distract it from the back, while the others attacked from the front, and this worked because it looks like they managed to kill the Cayman. But they did lose 2 baby otters in the process. The giant otter can be almost 6 feet long. They are menacing creatures, although extremely adorable looking.
And eventually the Cobra feels outnumbered.
Here we have a Cobra who saw a Meerkat and thought that it would make a quick, easy meal. Little did this Cobra know that the entire Meerkat family would come out and would get involved in the scuffle. Just look at the Cobra. It decides to turn away and leave, but wait, there are more Meerkats over here. It's basically thinking, now how the hell do I get out of this situation? It reminds me of all those movies where a guy tries to leave a bad situation, but when he turns the corner, there's another bad guy just waiting for him. So based on all these recent pictures we have seen where kangaroos are basically ripped like bodybuilders, they can be pretty intimidating, but dogs don't understand, so they just go after them.
This video, taken by a bushwalker, captures one of these terrifying encounters. Its height allows it to watch, using all its weight to keep the dog under until it drowns.
This technique that we saw has been seen by many dog owners who lose control of their dogs and they try to attack kangaroos. The kangaroos head into a body of water, and when the dog tries to attack them there, they grab them and attempt to drown them. This must be terrifying for an owner to see their dog in this situation. The giant anteater is just a weird looking animal, but they are hunted by jaguars, although usually they go after small or young anteaters. But here is what happens when they try to go big. This giant anteater was ready to use his claws to injure this jaguar, but I think it must have practiced some Brazilian jiu-jitsu, because if you look here, he goes to the ground inviting the jaguar to go down there with him. But he messed up because he allowed the jaguar to get control of his back. He got lucky he didn't get choked out right here. Leopards are one of the best hunters in the world, but who would have thought that they would struggle with a simple little lizard?
The hungry young leopardess thought she was in for an early supper. But the indomitable rock monitor was having none of it, biting, hissing and swinging his tail at the much larger predator. In the face of certain death is the only option.
Well, if you look at the lizard, it's not that small actually. This is a rock monitor lizard who decided to fight back against the leopard. The leopard, to be honest, seemed more bewildered than anything else. He kind of pawed at it but didn't have its claws out. The monitor lizard didn't take any chances, and it hissed, bit, and even hit the leopard with its tail, until it finally left him alone. This is by far the funniest video on this list. We have a cheetah going after a warthog. First, we have the cheetah going after the warthog, but somehow, in the middle of the chase, the cheetah ends up being chased by the warthog. Just like all those funny movie scenes. I don't know what this cheetah was thinking, since warthogs can be very tough animals. In most cases, they go after babies, but this cheetah even seemed to get an injury to its face when trying to go after an adult. Bears usually don't hunt pumas, but if you have some unprotected puma cubs, why not have a quick meal? This bear saw these cubs all alone and decided to see if he can hunt them down. He didn't expect the mom would be coming back so soon and was caught right in the act. Like a good mother, she first checks on the cubs, then goes right after the bear. They both take good swings at each other, but the puma wins in the end, even chasing this bear up a tree to really teach it a lesson. Here we have a very young, inexperienced harpy eagle trying to hunt a sloth.
Fight back. It's a valuable lesson.
Nobody in this world would think that a sloth would be able to defend itself against anything, even from themselves, as they sometimes mistake their own limbs for branches and end up falling from trees and dying. This sloth turned out to be a little tougher, as he was able to fight off this giant harpy eagle. He was extremely lucky that the eagle was young and didn't know how to hunt yet. The sloth looks like an old grandpa throwing a punch against a young guy, while the guy just slowly moves out of the way. I really enjoyed watching how the tiny penguin stood up to the bird in order to protect its friends. Those are really the best kinds of videos, where no real fighting occurred, just a brave little bird standing up for everyone else. Thanks for watching this video. See you next time.